Welcome back. So, look at all the beautiful Easter eggs. Christopher did all those.
All of them.
That's right. If you're trying to keep the kiddos occupied in the run-up to Easter, our crafting king is here to help. Give it up. Oh, you have that title now. I didn't know that.
I take a
Give it
title.
up for Christopher Straub, everyone.
The king is here. The king is
crafting
in the
king.
building.
How you doing?
Oh, delightful. I am getting in the mood for Easter, but before we start this segment,
Yeah?
we have to get into character.
Okay.
I thought you'd like the pink ones. Are my ears delightfully askew? Yeah, there we go.
By the way, did you know what Duolingo was?
Yes, I did. And
Okay.
I wish I could have been that mascot just bumbling
Bouncing around,
the
yeah.
mansion and pushing somebody into the pool.
Okay, you know what? This kind of hurts my head. I have
Oh,
a giant
sorry.
head. Yeah, it's all right. You know, well, let's get started.
All right.
These look like eggs that Jonathan Winters would jump out of in
yes.
Mork and Mindy. But yeah.
So
and if you get that reference, 1,000 points if you get that reference. But let's start down here.
Well, so that's the fun part, is really like, this is our best friend when it comes to crafting and Easter egg hunts, because here in Minnesota, we don't know if it's going to be indoors or outdoors.
Yeah.
So if you do those dyed eggs outdoors, they might lose all the dye by the time you get to them. But if we're doing crafts, really, these are the fun things to do. You can buy them in many different sizes, and I'll show you a variety of things that we can do with those different sizes.
Okay, so let's get started.
So number one is going to be coins. My kids are 9 and 10 now, and getting those conversations about spending versus saving. So you can go ahead and fill up the eggs with a couple of coins, or you can even incorporate some really unique coins. So here's a silver dollar or the 50-cent pieces. And then another fun thing to do is, I got this at, where did I get this? Sharper Image. This is...
Those are still around?
Yes, yeah, I know they still exist, right? So you can use this and it'll count up. So here, I'll try to get it so I can aim the little screen there. Yep. So you can put it in and it counts up your coins for you. So it not only tells you what you put in, but it keeps track of how much is in the jar until you unscrew it and then you take out whatever they want. And then
I like that.
And that's all out the door.
And that's far cheaper than those massage chairs at the Sharper Image.
Correct.
That's right.
Yes. Yes. Sorry,
Yeah.
this does not come with several levels of massage.
I like that though, because you know, when you're a kid, they don't do money classes or anything.
No.
That's a good teachable moment.
And also, like, everything right now is so digital.
Yeah.
It's kind of fun
That's old
to
school.
give them opportunity to do math. You know, what a joy.
What a
for the
joy
holiday.
to count
the
money.
joy of math.
Yeah.
Next up, and this is really fun and this is really easy, and so it's incorporating puzzle pieces into those eggs.
Oh.
And so what's great about that is they kind of have to, especially if you have several kids, they have to find all the pieces to create the puzzle, and then all work together to get the puzzle done. So right here I have a 300-piece puzzle, but you can go to the dollar store and they have ones that are just 50 pieces and 100 pieces. So it's a great way to get them to do crafts and keep their hands busy after the Easter egg hunt.
Well, and it's a multiple step thing.
Right.
You keep them busy for a couple minutes finding the darn egg, and then they got to put the puzzle together.
Exactly, because especially if you just fill it with candy, that's fun.
But it's over.
Yeah, and then they're jittery.
You know, my father-in-law used to do a hunt. Now the kids are all older, some of them are, but with clues that lead to the next egg.
Oh, you got
something like that? Oh, look at
coming
that.
up. So
Okay.
yeah,
Stay
that
tuned.
tradition has
Yeah.
not gone away.
Okay.
All right, now this is a really fun one. So including elements to make their own, let's say a charm bracelet or something to wear. Like I've done this one here. So
That says Jason Show.
Just get the letters, and then it's just some elastic band.
Is that a friendship bracelet for the two of
It
us?
could be a friendship bracelet.
Look at that.
I made two of you get the show part, I get the Jason part.
Perfect. I like that.
And what's really fun though is you don't really have any tools. There's no needles that you need. Just cut to length. I would add about 2 inches just to make the knot at the end. You can go ahead and lace all of the beads right on the elastic string, or for those little kids, get a pipe cleaner Cleaner. They're now called cleaners. Get a pipe cleaner because that's going to be a little more rigid and hold those pieces in place so they can get all of those start spelling.
They still make pipe cleaners like that?
Yeah, mostly you see them at the craft store.
Yeah.
I don't know how many actual bottles or pipes these are cleaning nowadays, but definitely part of craft.
Yeah, I know. I haven't been in a craft store recently, so I gotta go in. Yeah,
I live
know.
at the craft store.
Yes. You and my buddy Alexis. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, we bump into each other every once in a while.
Yeah.
Things to help them personalize their gear, whether it's a water bottle, a backpack, a hat, their backpack. Go ahead and include things like stickers, pins, patches, keychains, everything to make their water bottle their own, to make their hat their own. Look, I put this little, in honor of you, I put this little Grogu.
Look at the little Grogu
on this hat, and then a enameled patch here of one of my characters for that hat as well.
Christopher, can I ask a follow-up question?
Yes.
Where does one find a crystal head?
Pier 1 Imports. Are you kidding? They used to be the place to get a crystal head.
Is there like a crystal head section at the Pier 1?
There sure is. You can get multiple sizes.
Look at that. That's lovely.
Wait, does anybody in the audience have a crystal head? It used to be it's next to the...
It's about the same size, Christopher.
The
gems.
Look at that. Yeah, that's why he makes an appearance.
Okay, stay right there. We have more of Christopher when we come back. Back in a moment, everyone. I love that. With our buddy Christopher Straub. Easter crafts a little bit later. We're going to play a little game with Christopher.
I'm worried about it.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm not worried about it. I think we're going to do great. Okay, what's next for the crafting?
All right, so we are a Lego family. We love Lego Masters. We love every birthday, every occasion has to involve Lego. So you can go ahead and put some Legos in the eggs. And here's some of the larger ones. And we're going to get into some of these projects over here that incorporate these larger eggs. But I went ahead before the show. I just saw what I had, and I made this little duck. Wank, wank.
Look at that.
Wank, wank, wank.
Legos, my family used to pass them down because they're so expensive. Right. So I got like my cousin Stan's used Legos. Cousin Stan, that's right.
Legos. Yeah. All right, right now everyone's into planting, and whether it's flowers or seasoning. I don't know what the word would be, but like I went ahead and in preparation for this segment planted basil. But you can get these little kits at the dollar store at Five Below, and some are flowers. Like here's lavender. We've got a little cactus. I'm excited to see how that's going to grow. Or air plants too. I know we've talked about air plants in the past. Here, let me bring it into the shot. But those you just spritz some water on every couple weeks, and these have been alive for several years. These are pre-pandemic air plants.
Those are yours?
These have been, this is not their first appearance on this show.
Oh, it's a return engagement?
Exactly,
I like
exactly.
That.
So that's really fun. So it gets them to kind of, and then
learn about plants.
And the responsibility of watering every day.
Yeah.
Fidget toys. So
and if they get hungry in the middle of the night, they can gnaw on the basil.
Yes, they can season a pizza. Yeah. So fidget toys, do you know these at all? Like little fidget cubes, little spinners.
Jeff gives these to me in our meetings to keep me occupied.
To keep you occupied. Well, we do that at home as well. So everything from spinners to those little poppets that we're seeing a lot more now, the fidget cube.
Kids love those poppet things.
Oh my gosh, I had to pare down. I said, okay, kids, gather your poppets. I want to grab a couple for the show. I had to edit down to just 2 poppets because we have 50 of them. But there's all sorts of different sizes here, or a little stress.
Is that an Easter Island
head? Yes, it's a little stress Easter Island face. Yeah.
I love it. Christopher, I love you. This is how much like. Your kids are so cool. They have Easter Island stress toys. Well, most kids only have a ball. You give them Easter Island heads.
Stress heads. There's one that didn't make it to the table, but it was my stress manatee that my kids gave me for Christmas.
Well, I mean, you have a manatee character.
I do. Okay. All right, so I don't know how much you know about mini toys. So this is like the new trend right now, whether they are itty-bitty versions of actual action figures. Like here's a Ninja Turtle toy. Here, I'm gonna hand this to you. so you can see how little they are. But this is what kids are doing
my
now.
trifocals
I know,
now.
right? And then I love this.
I got bifocals now, Christopher.
Kids,
you hear?
kids love Hellman's mayonnaise, right? So this is like little mini mayonnaise.
You're giving your kids mini mayonnaise?
They're not real mayonnaise,
Oh.
but the kids now are collecting all of these. And Jeff said he saw these all over TikTok, so he knows. But I want to hand this one to you. This is a gift from my kids to you.
Oh, it's a little R2D2.
It's a tiny, itty bitty R2D2 in a box. It's like a little mini RC. It doesn't work. It just stays in the box. But it's this big.
Is there like a little bitty Kettle One, or is it just food-wise? Yeah, a little bitty.
Mostly fashions.
This is for
toys.
kids. That's right.
Yes,
I was just
exactly.
Just checking.
Or just match.
This is mine. I get to
you
keep
can keep that one.
Okay.
So whether they have their favorite characters like Sonic, Ninja Turtles, or any other fun Matchbox toys.
So the kids collect this crap?
They love that.
I love it.
But it gets stuck in the
shiver me timbers. Who knew?
The vacuum. They're all over the place. All right. So now, if you have things that are too big to fit in the eggs, like books, activity books, coloring books, go ahead and make like a treasure map, just like you were talking about earlier, clues.
Like One-Eyed Willie's.
So do clues and treasure maps. This is a map of my backyard. So you go past the sea monster.
Does it give your address? You may not want to show that. Yeah.
So you can go, whether it's indoors and you just make a map of the living room or their room to see where items are hidden, or it can be around the yard. That's a great way to get them out and about and to find those things, again, that cannot fit in those eggs.
I love the treasure map idea.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. That takes my father-in-law's to a new level. Mm-hmm. Well, tell your kids I said thank you for the mini R2D2.
Will do.
And if you
Uncle
look in
Jason.
that direction, I'm just going to take this little mayo too.
Oh, yeah.
I like that too. Yeah. Follow Christopher on socials. Just search for Schmistopher. But we're not done. Christopher and I are going to battle each other. Who between the two of us can name more athletic mascots? We'll be right back. Back in a moment. This is hysterical. I didn't know that was a thing.